Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Pass. And incomplete to open things up.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
On second down, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there.
Fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line.
Of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And oh, right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56,
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
31.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 60 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Flush to it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get on field and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Make sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Pass complete to number 34.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. When you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Kelsey
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Over the middle, complete. That's McCarthy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, as time expires in the first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Marlon Mack, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 24-10 was your final. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Here's Koo to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
To number 85.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble. This is the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the... And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. Bass, and this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. As he spot drop.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown.
26 yards. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The Titans will line up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The big fella. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Now here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Right there, 56.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw. Bass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bass. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty is?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard to...
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Mahomes going to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throws right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.